is Alex.
Hello.
Oh, so friendly. Well, I'm going to sing a song called Prima Donna first. Prima donna girl, yeah. All I ever wanted was the world. I can't help that I need it all. The prima donna life, the rise and fall. You say that I'm kinda difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. Got you wrapped around my finger, babe. You can count on me to misbehave. A prima donna girl, would you do anything for me? Buy a big diamond ring for me? Would you get down on your knees for me? Pop that pretty question right now, baby. Beauty queen on a silver screen, living life like I'm in a dream. I know I've got a big ego. I really don't know why it's such a big deal though. And I'm sad to the core, core, core. Every day is a chore, chore, chore. When you give more, more, more. 'Cause I'm a prima donna girl, yeah. All I ever wanted was the world. I can't help that I need it all. The prima donna life, the rise and fall. You say that I'm kinda difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. Got you wrapped around my finger, babe. You can count on me to misbehave. Prima donna girl, fill the void up with celluloid. Take a picture, I'm with the boys. Yeah, what I want, 'cause I asked for it. Not because I'm really that deserving of it. Living life like I'm in a play. In the limelight I want to stay. I know I've got a big ego. I really don't know why it's such a big deal though. Going up, going down, down, down. Anything for the ground, ground, ground. When the lights dimming down, 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 I spin around. 'Cause I'm a prima donna girl, yeah. All I ever wanted was the world. I can't help that I need it all. The prima donna life, the rise and fall. You say that I'm kinda difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. Got you wrapped around my finger, babe. You can count on me to misbehave. Prima donna girl, yeah. All I ever wanted was the world. I can't help that I need it all. The prima donna life, the rise and fall. You say that I'm kinda difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. Got you wrapped around my finger, babe. You can count on me to misbehave. Prima donna girl.
I love it. Love it. Marina, from London,
From London?
are you excited for the Olympics?
Yeah, but I'm glad I'm out of the city.
All right, so we're going to ask you a couple questions. Do you guys have any questions for her while we get things started? Anybody? Raise of hands. Raise of hands.
Oh, don't be shy.
Really? By the way, she is... Oh, we got one right here. Hold
Oh,
on.
we got one right here.
We are streaming live at 971zht.com.
We're truly live.
So-
This is an auto-tuning.
I love it. Here we go.
Did you have any favorite band growing up?
Favorite bands? Yes, I did. I love Fiona Apple. I love No Doubt. Britney Spears, who's not a band, but I can never not include her in my, musical inspiration. So, and I love Madonna as well.
Anybody else? Oh, we got one in the back.
Did you take any music lessons?
I did, but it was quite varied because I didn't really write a song or sing in public till I was about 19. So I went to a music college. Actually, I went to 3 and I dropped out of all of them because I was really crap. So, and that's depressing. So I would kind of learn a little bit. Maybe, for example, I did 3 months of keyboard, which then went on to help me quite a lot with songwriting. So I did a little, yeah.
I think some English came out, some London accent, sorry. But let's continue. We'll have more questions here within the next couple songs.
Okay. This song's called Starring Role. Am I allowed to swear? Will you bleep it out, or? Or can my fans bleep it out?
I will.
Will you check on?
Whatever you'd like to do.
Okay, I'll swear. I mean, I am in Utah. I feel like I have to, so. Yeah. All right, let's do it. You had a hug, tough to talk to, and I never fall asleep when you're in my bed. All you give me is a heartbeat. I've turned into a statue, and it makes me feel depressed, 'cause the only time you open up is when we get undressed. You don't love me, big fucking deal. I never tell you how I feel. You don't love me, not a big deal. I never tell you how I feel. It almost feels like a joke to play out a part when you are not the starring role in someone else's heart. You know I'd rather walk alone than play a supporting role. If I can get the starring role. Sometimes I ignore you, so I feel in control. But really, I adore you, and I can't leave you alone. Fed up with the fantasies that cover what is wrong. Come on, baby, let's just get drunk. Forget we don't get on. You love my dad, you get on well. I send my best regards from hell. It almost feels like a joke to play out a part when you are not the starring role in someone else's heart. You know I'd rather walk alone than play a supporting role. If I can get the starring, I never sang for love. I never had a heart to mend, because before the start began, I always see the end. Yeah, I wait for you to open up, to give yourself to me, but nothing's ever gonna give. I'll never set you free. Yeah, I'll never set you free. It almost feels like a joke to play out a part when you are not the starring role in someone else's heart. You know I'd rather walk alone than play a supporting role. If I can get the starring role. The starring role. Thank you very much.
So you're very passionate about your lyrics. As I can tell, you wanted to swear on that one. But where do you get your... No. I'm just curious. Where do you get your inspiration on a song like that?
Well, I like metaphors and I like theatre. So in this album in particular, I had a habit of using kind of theatrical terms like the prima donna, starring role, to talk about not feeling like you were number one in a relationship. As in, you know, no one wants to be second best. And that you shouldn't settle for it. So I think that's what inspired this album. And yeah, lyrics are important to me, definitely.
Up front. And one of you? You? Okay.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. Anyway, so what was it like to depart from your first album to the second when you worked with like Greg Kirsten and all these new producers? Was it kind of like, were you nervous or was it like fun? Did you have a fun time?
Well, I worked with Greg on the first one for one song.
Yeah.
So half of the producers I worked with, half were brand new. And it was very nerve-wracking. But I think it's weird because I always had this kind of split between me of being, artist who was viewed as credible, but also really wanting to be a pop artist. And those two worlds sometimes don't merge together, or at least aren't seen in that way. And so for me, it was a big challenge to kind of open myself up creatively to people like Dr. Luke, who is very, very talented and is incredible, but is definitely on the different side of music from, you know, where I originally came from. Yes. So I think that was the biggest difficulty, like admitting that I wanted to do it. Yeah. And then now it's like, I don't know why I was so kind of scared about it, because I think people understand music's music. It's either good or bad. So it doesn't really matter what genre it is.
Yeah.
Awesome. We'll continue with the questions right after this.
Okay. Oh, hang on. I've just got to destroy the moment and have some water. Okay. Oh, shall I sit or stand? I'm not sure. It's how to be a heartbreaker. Shall I sit or stand? Stand. Okay. Rule number one is that you gotta have fun. But baby, when you're done, you gotta be the first to run. Rule number two, just don't get attached to somebody you could lose. So let me tell you, this is how to be a heartbreaker. Boys, they like a little danger. We'll get them falling for a stranger. A player singing I love you. How to be a heartbreaker. Boys, they like the look of danger. We'll get them falling for a stranger. A player singing I love you. At least I think I do. Ooh, 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 'cause I love you. Rule number three, wear your heart on your cheek, but never on your sleeve, unless you want to taste defeat. Rule number four, gotta be looking pure. Kiss him goodbye at the door and leave him wanting more. This is how to be a heartbreaker. Boys, they like a little danger. We'll get them falling for a stranger. a player singing I love you. Hard to be a heartbreaker. Boys, they like the look of danger. We'll get 'em falling for a stranger. A player singing I love you. At least I think I do. Ooh, 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 'cause I love you. Girls, we do whatever it will take, 'cause girls we don't want our hearts to break in two, so it's better to be fake. Can't risk losing in love again, babe. Woo-hoo. It's just hard to be a heartbreaker. Boys, they like a little danger. We'll get 'em falling for a stranger. A player singing I love. Hard to be a heartbreaker. Boys, they like a look of danger. We'll get 'em falling for a stranger. Singing I love you. I love you. At least I think I do. Thank you very much.
So, Marina, I'm a little jealous of you right now because I heard that you're going on tour with Coldplay.
That is true.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. When does that kick off?
Well, I've done one leg in Europe, and then the US one kicks off in a week. So
nice.
Yeah.
Do you pull any tricks on the guys by chance?
Yeah, I put like itching powder in their costumes. So just like itching their crotches when they go on stage. I considered doing that to Katy Perry last year, but I thought it might not fly. So no, I don't play any tricks, but they're very good boys and very healthy tour. Lots of nice catering. Living the life of Riley, really. It's quite luxurious.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, let's take some more questions, guys. Anybody else have a question? Okay. We'll do you two up front.
Hi, I'm really excited to see you.
I'm excited to see you too.
If you could work with one person, who would it be?
It would have to be Madonna. Yeah.
One more. Okay.
Hi. I really enjoy your music videos, and I was wondering how much creative input do you get to put into those, and where the ideas come from, and kind of the whole process on that?
Pretty much every video I've ever done has come from, well, it's originated from, a treatment that I've done, and then every kind of thing that you do is a collaboration in a sense, even though like some artists go like I do it all, but it is always a collaborative effort, and the producer or the director will sometimes have a better idea than you. So the ones that I didn't do were Mowgli's Road. I would never dream up something like that. Basically, I've got like origami legs that like move. It's really gross. And what else didn't I do? Oh, I'm Not a Robot. I didn't come up with that one. But most of them I do come up with, because when I'm writing, I have such a strong reliance on visual imagery anyway to kind of inspire the lyrics, that it would kind of not make sense if I didn't come from me.
Should we continue?
Yes. Oh, well, that's it.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, I've only got 3 songs in my repertoire.
Then I will ask you a question.
When you have a written 3 songs.
But no, you know what? I just like to conversate. I wasn't talking about music at all.
Oh, okay. No,
at
I'd
all.
love to talk.
Yeah.
I'm here to talk. Let me just pull up my Santa Claus chair.
Ooh.
This reminds me of Santa Claus. Oh, God. Okay. Ooh. So let's have a chat.
All right. So I was just thinking about this. When you're a granny, you're maybe 85-ish. You look back at your career and you're thinking, yeah, I did that, and they remember me for that. What would you like to be remembered for?
Well, bye, Alex. Oh, thanks for telling me. I think the reason that I have the type of fan base I have is because they strongly connect to my lyrics. So I think if I do have any skills, that is my skill as an artist, that I write in a certain way, that I talk about things that maybe other artists usually don't in pop songs. And yeah, I think that's what I'd like to be remembered for helping people to feel better about, you know, bad or like hard things in their lives. So that's about it.
Good. Guys, any more questions? One in the back.
Hi, I kind of have a two-part question. At what point did you realize, wow, I could really make a career out of my singing? And how long ago was that?
Maybe like yesterday when I looked at my bank balance. I was like, wow, this is working. No, I'm just joking. I've never really decided that. It was more like I only had one option in this life because I can't cope with real adult life things, you know, like paying bills and having a house. I'm sure I would, if I wasn't an artist, I'd have to cope with it, but I'd just prefer not to. So I think, quite honestly, it sounds really kind of lame, but that is, I think that's a common thing in a lot of artists. You know, you do live in your imagination, and to a certain extent. And I think you kind of don't have a choice in a way. So you never really think like, oh, this is going to be my career. It kind of just becomes it, and then, you know, actually this year I did kind of realize, wow, I'm extremely lucky to be doing what I love every day. So I hope that answers part one.
Guys, a big warm applause for Marina and the Diamonds.
Thank you!
All right, so we're going to take some pictures right now. If you guys want to line up here on this wall, on the left wall, just the people in the front, and we'll get you guys some pictures, okay? Let's do it.
Thank you, everybody.
And thank you very much for coming out.
Absolute pleasure.